Okay, welcome to back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be playing interactive horror game. Um, it'll be in the description below. I'll try to put everything in there so you can see it. But apparently there's one, two. It's an interactive horror game, I guess. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Okay, so my favorite thing is the crystal skulls. Let's do that one. See, I love crystal skulls. Okay, you are a king who is loved by his people. You have a serious problem, though. Your only child, Juliana, has an incurable disease and she's dying. Fidget. You hear about a crystal skull which can cure illnesses and let people have visions. Oh, sorry. It is brought to your palace from the continent of America, but your man warned you that the skull might be cursed. Will the skull bring health to the princess or doom? I love the skull. I'm going to take a screenshot. There we go. Your daughter, Juliana, is ill. She's only 18 and she's got an illness that nobody could cure yet. Let me do that again because I just sounded like I said no one could care. Okay. Your daughter, Juliana, is ill. She's only 18 years old and has got an illness that nobody could cure yet. Princess is dying and she's your only child and heir to the throne. Every doctor you could find tried to cure her. You have tried almost everything. Almost. You've been informed about a miraculous artifact unearthed in the continent of America. It is a human skull made of crystal. It amazes the scholars because no method is known to carve up such an excellent shape of skull out of crystal. This skull doesn't belong to the world that you know, but to an ancient civilization that has been lost. But what amazes the scholars is just not the impossible creation. The skull is told to bring miracles to whom touches it with their bare hands. Some people tell that they saw visions from the future, but that they saw how the human race has orien- originated. And some tell us that the skull can cure their illnesses. Those couldn't be cured with the medicine available to your era. Naturally, you ordered your best men to bring the miraculous skull to the palace. It's midnight now. You are in Juliana's room chamber. She's lying in her bed, holding your hand as you sit by her bed. No candles are lit inside. Full moon enlightens the princess's chamber, shining on her long blonde hair and blue eyes. She's too weak. Her skin is pale. She has under eye bags, showing her illness. You already suffered the loss of your wife 10 years ago. Now you can't stand seeing your only daughter slowly die. Julia asks you with a soft voice, Father, am I going to die? I mean, I won't allow it. I know, Father, you are a mighty king. I know that you will do the best by your subjects and me. Jump scare. I jumped. Okay. The door of the chamber is knocked on. The servants generally don't disturb the royal family members at night, so it must be something important. Come in! A brunette boy, one of your servants, gets inside the chamber with politeness. He looks at you and says, Your Majesty, the artifact has been brought. You've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Of course, I'm not just going to get up and walk off. Kiss Juliana's forehead. I will come back. After you kiss Juliana's forehead and say, I will come back, she brings your hand to her pale lips and kisses it. Then you leave Juliana alone in her chamber. At the exit of Juliana's chamber, you see Sir William, one of the knights, those who were appointed with the task of bringing the ancient skull. He is a strong man with black hair and a round beard. He wears gloves and holds a bag. Your Majesty! he says, and kneels before you. Signal him to stand up. Let's go to my study chamber. Why? Take it straight to your kid. What are you doing? I would take it straight in her room. I'd be like, boop, y'all stay. Any instructions I need to do? Okay, nope. All right. Do, do, do. Hey, baby, touch this. Tell me what's happening. Like, Sir William follows you as you walk to your study chamber. The chamber is well lit with silver candelabras. All the furniture are classy. It is a king's study room, after all. There's one chair. It is for you. You sit on it. Sir William stands by you and slowly pulls the artifact from his bag. You push the books on the study desk to open space. Here it is. Here it is, he says and gently puts the crystal skull on the study desk. I don't want to. I'm not going to touch it. What if I get all the. Did you? The knights touch the skull? Yes, we did touch the skull with our bare hands, and we all had visions. We took glances from our futures. Some of us saw how they will die, some of us saw our grandchildren. He continues, but maybe we shouldn't have touched the skull. The day we were about to leave, a native man came to us. He looked like the chief of his tribe. He knew little of our language, but he shouted some words that we could understand. Gerst! No Dutch! So we haven't touched the skull with our bare hands again. Yeah, you shouldn't have touched it with your bare hands at all. Like, I know that our princess needs to find a cure. I also know that we receive reliable information about the magical powers of the skull when it comes to incurable diseases. But, Your Majesty, I've got a very bad feeling about this skull. I believe that the wise decision is to throw this skull into the sea. I can't let Juliana die. She will touch the skull. I trust your insight. Let's do it. I get it, but you touched it. I need her. I need her to touch it. I need her to. I'm selfish at this point. I can't. I get that you I get that you're scared. Oh, but I need my daughter to live. She's my daughter. The knight sighs. As you wish, Your Majesty. But if you were going to bring this skull to her, I wish you would wear gloves. Of course I'm wearing gloves. You look for gloves around the study chamber, so William pulls his own gloves off. I think you wish Juliana to touch the skull as soon as possible. Let's not wait for servants to find your gloves, he says and gives you them. You wear the gloves and hold the crystal with your covered hands. Let me bring this skull to Juliana. You thank Sir William for his service and let him go. You carry the skull to Juliana's chambers. You enter her chamber and see that she hasn't slept yet. She rises up and sits on her bed. She looks at the skull in awe. It looks marvelous and scary, she says. You approach Juliana and let her touch the skull. As Juliana touches the skull, she closes her eyes and doesn't react to anything external in the external world. You understand that she's having a vision. After 10 seconds, she opens her eyes with a gasp. I saw things. I don't know how to describe them. They were pitch black creatures, so ugly. Their eyes, they were red as flames, and they all stared at me. She starts to cry. Please keep this thing away from me, please. And I want to be alone, so you decide to keep the skull in your study room and let your daughter sleep. After this tiring day, you go to your chamber. There are no guards at the door. You just trust everybody in that palace. You are a loved king. The furniture are luxurious in the chamber too. You take a glance at your reflection in the mirror. Examine yourself. You take pride in how you look. You're a middle-aged man, but you still look as handsome as you were young. Your looks are an important factor that makes you a charismatic leader besides being fair and wise. Not really. I guess maybe. You wear your nightgown and get in bed. It is a bed for two people. But you haven't slept with anyone since your wife passed. You have a secret that you keep from everyone. Sometimes you hug the second pillow in your bed as if it was someone you loved. You do this You do this since your childhood. Nobody needs to know. It doesn't take too long for you to fall asleep. Father! You wake up to Julia's voice. She gently holds your shoulder. You look at her. She has a happy smile on her face. Her skin is not pale, but saturated with life. She's no longer has bags under her eyes. I feel wonderful. She takes a few steps back and starts dancing. You laugh with happiness, stand up, and hug her. Juliana walks in the corridors of the palace, dancing and laughing. You and the people of the palace are very happy to see her this way. She used to be like a ghost before. You plan a feast and invite all the lords of the kingdom. A few days later, every lord arrives to the capital city to celebrate the health of the princess. At the feast, Juliana is the center of everybody's attention. She talks with everyone joyfully, makes jokes, makes people laugh. When the feast is over and it's midnight, everybody goes to the chamber reserved for them. You accompany Juliana to her chamber. You put a kiss on her forehead before letting her sleep. Then you go to your own chamber and fall asleep in peace. Jesus, another jump scare. Crap. You wake up to the sound of knocking on your chamber door. It's still night. You wonder who dared wake you up to this hour. It's the same brunette boy who had informed you about the arrival of the skull. Your Majesty, I'm deeply sorry for disturbing you at this hour, but there is something wrong. There are laughing sounds coming from the princess's chamber. It's her voice, but it doesn't sound normal. Let me check. You walk to Julia's chamber, like the servant said. Hysterical laughter is coming from inside. You decide to enter. You see Julia at the balcony of her chamber, facing back you. She laughs under the pale moon. You approach her and put your hand on her shoulder. She turns back to you. Her face is normal, smiling. Just when you were going to ask if she's okay, she responds, I know it looks funny, Father, but I'm fine. Please, leave me alone, she says. She stops laughing, gets in her bed with a smile on her face. You decide to leave her alone. You go back to your chamber. You can't sleep. You feel something's wrong. So wrong. The door of your chamber opens. There's only one person who's allowed to enter without knocking on the king's door. So you understand that it's Juliana who entered. Like you guessed. You see your daughter's silhouette. She closes the door and approaches you with a smile on her face. Juliana? She leans down to you, gently pulls the other pillow that you don't use. Juliana, dead, she says, pushing the pillow on your face. You struggle, but whoever or whatever is trying to kill you is too strong. The king is dead. Long live the king, she shouts. Who is your own daughter committing patricide, regicide, and referring to herself as king rather than queen? That doesn't make sense at all. That is the end of your reign and your life. The end. There are 3 innings. Regicide, the king is dead. Long live the king. Okay. You want to do it again? But this time, let's just throw it in the ocean. Ready? Let's go. Crystal skull. But there's something wrong with your life. 18, almost. Blah, 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 blah. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Father, am I going to die? This is what I would say, to be honest. Okay? Eventually, yes. It is so, she sighs. It is so sad. I am a princess with ambitions, ambitious to become a ruler, and it is certainly not about personal gain. I want to continue what you do. I want to be fair ruler and make our people happy, she continues. But I think this is life. Death conquers all. God! Okay, artifact. You gotta kiss. You can't just leave your child. I'll come back. Signal him to stand up and study. Here it is. Touch the skull. I still don't want to touch it. Okay, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I trust your instincts. Let's do it. So this is where the story changes, okay? I'm glad that you agree with me, Your Majesty. So he packs the crystal skull back into the bag. You two get outside the palace and get on your horses to ride to the docks. When you reach the dock, Sir William finds stones and fills the bag with it. Then he throws the bag, your only hope for carrying Juliana at the bottom of the dark sea. I know how hard it must be, but maybe this is the best for all of us. You hope that he's right. The end. There are 3 innings. Get rid of the skull, crystal skull. Okay, so this time, um, maybe I should just touch it. Eventually, still jumping from jump scare. Okay, get it. Let's touch it. As you are about to touch the skull, Sir William, hold your hand. Prevents you from touching the skull. Your Majesty, I think I need to tell you something about the skull before you touch it. The day we were about to leave, a native man came to us. He looked like the chief of his tribe. He knew a little of our language, but shouted words. Cursed. Okay. Let's touch it. Touch it with my bare hands. You ignore the night, touching the skull with your bare hands, and instantly find yourself in a vision. In your vision, you are in the middle of a ritual. There are about 100 naked humans around you, forming a circle. Whose center is you? They are all prostrating themselves, worshiping you. Okay. It is nighttime. The plain area is enlightened with torches and stars. You see a stepped pyramid nearby. It is made of a huge stone blocks. You realize that you are the crystal skull. You can't see yourself, but you are completely aware of what you are. These naked people are worshiping you? The crystal skull. Then the vision changes. Now it's not night, it's morning, and it's raining like hell. There's a huge flood. Unclothed, red-skinned humans scream and get drowned because of the disastrous torrent. And you, as the skull, drift away. You open your eyes and turn back to who you really are, the good king. Sir William looks at you. Tell the vision. You tell him that you have seen in your vision. Yes, the skull is mysterious. I can't understand it. I hope it doesn't bring harm to you or Princess, Your Majesty. He says, let's bring the skull to Juliana. Thank you, services let him. You carry the skull to Juliana's chamber. It looks marvelous and scary. She touches it, right? Something's supposed to... Oh. She holds the skull, rubs her hands around it. Nothing. Is something supposed to happen? She asks, then gives the skull back. Then she continues, let's wait for tomorrow morning. Maybe it shows its effects then. So you decide to leave Juliana alone and let her sleep. The skull will be staying in your study chamber. After this tiring day, you go to your chamber. There are no guards at the door. You just trust everyone in the palace and the furniture. You take a glance at your reflection in the mirror. Sleep. You wear your nightgown. It doesn't take long to fall asleep. I swear to God, if it bangs on the door again and I jump, I'm gonna scream. Okay. Oh, they didn't. You wake up in the morning. Something's wrong. You can't move your arms. Not only arms. You can't move any part of your body. You are paralyzed. Then suddenly your body starts to move involuntarily. It stands up without your consent. Your feet bring you to the mirror. You see your face in the mirror. You're terrified, but there is a grin on your face. You're no longer in control of your body. You are merely a bystander of what it does. It brings you to the throne room with confident steps. Soldiers salute you, to be exact. As you enter, it sits on the throne and shouts with your voice, bring me my daughter. You watch guards accompany Juliana as she comes into your presence. It shouts, I don't want her to suffer anymore. Kill her. Juliana is shocked. What? Father, please. She's not the only surprised one in the room. Everyone looks at each other with shock. It shouts, you heard your king. Execute her. You try to shout, but your screams are buried inside the head of the king. Juliana gets on her knees and cries in despair, but it's in vain. Two black masked decapitators come into your presence. One holds the crying blonde girl, the other holds the sword. Fidget! That scared me, and that was gross. You can do nothing but watch. As your precious daughter gets decapitated, her head falls down and rolls to the throne. Floor gets filled with her blood. Days pass. It continues to control your body. You mourn your daughter inside the body that once belonged to you. You watch it rule your country with an iron fist. It orders all the churches to be burnt and priests to be hung. Of course, your people uprise against the new king. It suppresses the revolt with violence. Anyone who stood against the king gets tortured. Eyes are poked, skins are flayed. Soon it orders people to worship it as a deity. The God King declares war against other countries. It doesn't take long for other countries to form an alliance against the God King. In a fateful battle in your capital, the God King loses his horse. The evil king gets killed while desperately searching for a horse. And this is how your soul finally breaks free to heaven to see your family once more. Yay! I like Macbeth. I did it. Yay. Okay, guys, that was all three of the crystal skulls. I can do one for each one of them if you want me to. I think that'd be really cool. If you do like it, subscribe, put comment down below which one you want me to do next. The doll after funeral, evil beneath the ground. Oh, crystal skull 2. Madness is Madness in Infinite Loop. That's insane. Or Ouija. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll probably do this one next just to maybe, I don't know. But if you want to see something different, let me know and I will do it in the next video. I will see you guys later and thank you. I really do appreciate you watching my videos. Even if you don't watch them long or the whole thing, however you do, getting eyes on it just makes me feel a little less alone in the world, I guess. But thank you guys. Love you. Okay. Bye.